This is just an extremely short thought I want to share with everyone, that I do not want you to leave this earth with regrets. Now, my message is specifically towards Christians, but if you're a non-Christian and you've subscribed to my channel, you may get some benefit from this as well. I like the saying, carpe diem, you know, seize the day. We want to make the most of every moment that we live. I made myself a promise a few years back that I would make the most out of my life that I could for the Lord. Every waking moment is an opportunity for service. Every waking moment is an opportunity to do something that will count for eternity. Most Christians spend a lot of time doing things that in eternity will not amount to a hill of beans. Look at 1 Corinthians chapter 3. The Christian will not be judged for salvation at the end of time. They'll be judged for what they did. It has their works symbolized as stones and hay, wood, hubble, and all these things. And so at the end of time, your work will be representative of a stone or a fine jewel or a metal that will come out more refined, or it will be represented by wood, hay, and stubble, which will burn up in the fire. And unfortunately for most Christians, there's going to be a lot of wood, hay, and stubble. And I have to say that about myself for some parts of my life. But I've decided, and I want you to decide, that you're going to start making every moment count for the kingdom. Because think about it. Now, I have TV shows that I watch. And everybody does. Well, a lot of people do. But the point is, spending 3 to 4 hours a night in front of the boob tube is not going to amount to a hill of beans in eternity. In other words, you have just taken 3 hours of your life and you've thrown wood, hay, and stubble out there, and it's going to burn up. It doesn't amount to anything. Nobody cares. And at the end of your life, you will regret having done that. I don't know about you. I've already got enough regrets. Let's stop regretting. Let's start living life to the fullest, living it to the most for the Lord, and doing things that count. Everybody has hobbies. Everybody has things they like to do. But let's keep the hobbies to I wouldn't say a minimum, but let's just keep them to a reasonable amount of time. I like photography. I play bass. I mean, I kind of do a lot of everything. I love studying history, but when it all comes down to it, the only thing that will have mattered is what I did for the Lord. So what I first of all try to do is use those talents in any way, shape, or form to serve the Lord. And if they're simply hobbies that I enjoy, yeah, I'll still do them. But let's not become obsessed with them. Like I said, I'm going to do a video on this about people who never have time, but yet they have time to watch 4 hours of TV at night. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. So anyway, my point is, I decided a while back that I would live every moment of life to the fullest. I'm in my 30s, and I'm telling you, I used to think in hours. And then I thought I used to think in minutes when I was a kid. And then I thought in hours, and then I thought in days, and now every time I turn around, a week has passed. I'm thinking in weeks now. I'm deathly afraid of when I begin to start thinking in months. So what am I saying? Time is a-passing, and we need to get to work. One of my favorite things is all my coworkers will tell you, get to work, okay? Again, we're wasting way too much time on things that will not amount to a hill of beans of eternity. I want you, Christian, to figure out what your niche is in ministry and go do it. Do it to the fullest. Do as much of it as you can. Don't sacrifice your family to do it, because you can become overzealous in ministry and sacrifice the more important things, such as your relationship with your wife and your children. Okay, I'm not telling you to do that. What I'm saying is, if you have a talent and ability, use it for the Lord. And for goodness sake, live life to the fullest for the Lord. Because there's a lot of souls that need to hear the gospel. And there's a lot of people that are just waiting for some good answers and some good apologetics to come along. There's teach yourself Greek. There's teach yourself history. The Bible is out there for everybody. Learn it, live it, and don't leave here with any regrets.